I'm Nate Mercer. This is War Brief Daily for July 13th. Over the last 24 hours, one theater changed the operating picture more than any other: Hormuz. Here's the short version. On July 12th, Iran's IRGC Navy declared the Strait of Hormuz closed, quote, until further notice and until the end of American interventions in this region. That came after Iranian forces fired warning shots at a vessel they claimed used an unauthorized route. CENTCOM's response was immediate and blunt. Iran does not control the strait, and it remains open to all lawful traffic. This is confirmed by official statements on both sides. The dispute is over control, not over whether the shots were fired. This is the fourth round of U.S. strikes on Iran in a single week. CENTCOM confirmed hitting dozens of targets with precision munitions on July 12th, aimed at degrading Iran's ability to threaten shipping. That's a direct response to the July 6th and 7th projectile attacks on 3 merchant tankers, a Qatari LNG carrier, a Saudi crude tanker, and a third vessel. Iran's Revolutionary Guard claims retaliatory missile and drone strikes on U.S.-linked sites in Bahrain and Kuwait. Iranian state media claims 85 facilities hit. I want to flag that clearly. That number comes only from IRGC-controlled media. It is not independently verified. Treat it as a claim, not a fact. The UN Secretary General called the last day of strikes and counterstrikes alarming, warning the April ceasefire framework may be collapsing. Oil jumped over 4% on the closure claim alone. 2 navies, 1 doorway, a fifth of the world's oil and gas moving through it. That's why the market moved before a single tanker was actually turned away. Second theater, Russia-Ukraine. Ukraine's Air Force confirmed Russia launched 13 missiles and 115 drones overnight. Air defense intercepted or jammed 102 of 128 targets. Strikes killed several civilians across Sumy, Odessa, and Kiev regions. The more interesting story is maritime. Ukraine's Unmanned Systems Forces commander confirmed drone strikes on 14 vessels in the Sea of Azov overnight, part of a campaign that's now hit 90 Russian oil tankers since July 6th. Russia disputes the scope, claiming only 4 ships were struck. That gap, Ukraine's count versus Russia's, is a clean example of why we separate combatant claims from confirmed fact. Ground fighting stays attritional. No confirmed frontline ships today. Sudan gets a short note. No new confirmed battlefield movement in this window. Amnesty International did publish a major investigation into RSF atrocities during the fall of El Fasher, including documented executions. That's accountability reporting, not a new event, but it underscores a war still grinding on with real human cost. The Indo-Pacific is quiet. No verified incidents in this cycle. That silence is itself the data point. Signal over noise means saying nothing happened when nothing happened. What to watch next? Whether Iran hits more Gulf targets or this cools off. Whether the U.S. blockade actually chokes Iranian port traffic. Continued Ukrainian strikes on Azov shipping, and any confirmed movement in Darfur. That's your War Brief Daily for July 13th. No spin, no noise, just intel. I'll see you in the next brief.